Hello guys, I'm Niall Horan and you're watching my most requested live Ask Me Anything chat. Thanks Romeo and iheart for having me on the show tonight, I really appreciate it. My new track is called Nice to Meet Ya. Nice to meet ya! God, my eyes look really blue in this. Let me get it closer. Let me bring you closer to me. Right, I've got some questions here from you guys. I'm going to have a little scroll through and have a look. Okay, here we go, first one. Ginger from Boston, Massachusetts. Two words. Two words for Lewis Capaldi. Foul. They're the two words that I would use to describe Lewis Capaldi. Carisha from South Africa. That was Australian. South Africa. Do you get to help out with the stage design for your next tour? Of course, yeah. That's what I've been doing today, actually, weirdly enough. I know how I want this show to look. I'm very excited. I love that kind of stuff. I've always been into, like, you know, the design of a stage, the lighting, how the screens, what goes on the screens, you know, where the band go, where I go, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited about that stuff. So yeah, good question. Jennifer from Washington DC. Why is it good to be Niall Horan right now? It's good to be Niall Horan all the time. What a guy! What a great guy! Honestly, they're all talking about him. It's good. It's been fun. Making tunes that I love. Traveling all over the world, promoting them. Having a great time. I'm on the Jingle Ball tour right now, at the very start of it, so I'm really enjoying getting back out in front of the crowds, jamming out. I feel like I haven't played live in ages. It's just a good time, and I'm doing Saturday Night Live this week, which is the best thing in the world. So I'm very excited. Melina, I guess, from Stamford, Connecticut. If they made a wax figure of you for a museum, how would you dress yourself? Well, they have. I'm in Madame Tussauds, and I don't look like me. The first version of it looked like me. They then made extra versions that went all over the world to the other Madame Tussauds, and they don't really look like me, to be honest. I look a bit crazy. How would I dress myself? I mean, I'd wear a suit. If I was to do it again, I'd have a suit on. I do love wearing a suit. It represents me. Something colourful. Shannon from Jacksonville, Florida. What 9-to-5 job do you think you're qualified for? Absolutely none of them. I do a job where I couldn't even tell you what I'm doing tomorrow. So 9-to-5 in my head doesn't work. The old creative brain doesn't allow. You just can't really put time on the art, you know? Look at this, just pulled it out. Can't do this in the office. None of them, I don't think. I don't have any qualifications, never finished school. Diana from Delaware. How much time do you spend on the internet? What do you usually do? Lots of love, Diana. Not much, to be honest. To be fair, when I am on the internet, I watch a lot of YouTube stuff. Catching up on like the late night TV shows, the Late Late Show, Jimmy Fallon, Kimmel. There was always like fun skits and, you know, games and stuff that they were playing and people's interviews and stuff I like watching. So yeah, do a lot of that. The odd time scroll through Instagram, Twitter, but not much. Saloni from College Park. I'm not sure what state that is, so I'm going to leave that. If you had to make a playlist for a road trip, which one of your songs would definitely be put on it? Good. I like driving type songs. In my head, driving songs are like Fleetwood Mac, things like that. So probably On the Loose would make it in there. And there's quite a few on the new album. Christine from... How did you figure out what vibe you wanted to go for the cover art of the new single? I just did a photo shoot in LA with my my friend Nev, and the photographer was an English guy called Dean Martindale. Great guy. We had all these setups in like a downtown like loft grungy apartment thing, and we just had all these different like textures, walls and windows and different coloured, big scrolls that they would pull down them. And I just there was a stool, and I was wearing a very sparkly shirt, and there was some sunglasses there, and I put them on. And then when we decided that Nice to Meet You was going to be the single, it was a no-brainer as to which picture we were going to use, because I don't know about you, but in my head, Nice to Meet You screams man with quiff and sunglasses in sparkly shirt. That's what it says to me. So that's what we did. Melissa from Palm Springs, Florida. Which places would you recommend to visit in Ireland? Go to Dublin. Dublin's great, but it's tourist Ireland. So it's good for a few days, and then head down the country, go to like County Kerry, County Cork, Tralee, Killarney, places like that, and then the Wild Atlantic Way, which is a road that takes you up the west coast of Ireland, brings you to like Galway and places like that, and you get to see how wild the Atlantic is the whole way. Do it. Penny from Tampa, Florida. When are we getting new merch? Well, I don't know if you've seen, I just posted it. It's just out. Few hoodies, few t-shirts. We're going to save the planet with these water bottles with my name on them, so make sure you get one. And then in the new year, we'll have more merch for the tour. So, all's going well. Ismahan from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. What is one thing you've accomplished this year that you're most proud of? Oof. Getting the album finished. That was a big one. Actually, writing the album, I suppose. I did a lot of the writing of the album this year. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time doing it. I had, like, the most fun I've ever had in the studio was on this album. I had a great time. And yeah, it's definitely the best stuff I've ever written. Getting the album off the ground was quite a hard thing to do, deciding on, what I was going to sound, and some of the songs that I wrote a lot of on my own were quite difficult because they were quite emotional ones, and then once they were off the ground, we were out with the gates, and then we started writing some of the fun stuff, and that's what I'm most proud of. Brittany from Providence, Rhode Island. Please build the perfect plate of nachos for me. Good question. Put this there. Thanks again for watching my most requested live Ask Anything Chat. My new track is called Nice to Meet You. Thank you so much to Romeo for the support, and I will see all of you guys soon. Thanks very much for the questions.